Primik is an American YouTuber known for his commentary videos. His avatar features a man with short blonde hair, bulging black eyes, and wearing a blue t-shirt which says, "I wanna die." His first video was uploaded on April 8th, 2018, titled "Man Pretends to be Cop on YouTube," featuring Patty Mayo. As the title suggests, he criticized Patty Mayo for pretending to be a bounty hunter and provided evidence. He received a severe backlash from Patty Mayo fans in the form of dislikes and hate comments. In his Stalking Hate Commenters channels Because I'm Psychotic video, he discusses these comments. He also has a second channel named Kyle. Primik's YouTube channel as of now has over 1 million subscribers with over 50 videos in it. His last video that he made before going offline was one where he tried to reveal a YouTuber who faked mental illness for views. The video has nearly 4 million views. It says, "A look at Glitter Forever 17, a YouTuber who rose to fame for being the queen of DIYs and EOS lip balms. Braylon was a YouTube titan who pulled in millions of views, but as the years went by, her channel declined, and what follows is shocking. Associations are many, and Primik is acquainted with Keemstar." But to be honest, you probably don't care much about this introduction, because if you're watching this video, you probably already knew who Primik was. Primik was a beloved creator who made one of his most famous videos covering the controversies of the rewired soul, a man who decided it would be in his best interest to diagnose people and psychoanalyze people while having no license to do so. He went in pretty hard on Rewired Soul and did quite a good expose on how his coverage is not only damaging, but doesn't help really anyone in the YouTube community. This is actually the first video I watched of him in which I fell in love with his content and watched all 50 videos that he had made. Since that time, I've been waiting for his newest release, but seeing as it's been over a year at this point, it doesn't look like Primik is coming back. Now, researching this subject and looking into what exactly happened to Primik, it seems as though he did update his Twitter for quite some time as well as his Instagram with minor updates about his life and his pets and what was going on, but nothing really too deep into his personals. Now, it's not up to us to dig too deep into anybody's personal life, but what was known was that he was possibly facing a lawsuit. There was also other speak of him being doxxed and not wanting to be exposed to the public, which I think we can all understand. So the best I could do for this video was dig through the internet as a whole, go into r/YouTube drama, and try to look for a reason why Primik has left us. One such post says, 1.04 million subs 7 months ago was talking about getting back on the grind, but never did. And I know there's been rumors about him getting sued, but is there any actual factual knowledge backing that up? I miss my dude, been watching his old videos, and oh, how I'd love to know he's okay. Pretty sus. Let's move on. The next one says, "I recently watched Tiffany Ferg's video on why some YouTubers stop uploading once they get really popular, and it can be due to a few reasons. I really recommend that video. I believe she mentions Primik in it. It gives a lot of insight into the burnout that's caused by uploading on YouTube. Part of it is the pressure to upload better content once you get so big, and the worry of disappointing so many people. I'm not sure if this is what happened to Primik, and if that's exactly what he's going through, but I feel like it's likely." Below that Reddit post, someone writes, "He is on break, he confirmed it." Another person says, "Where did he confirm it?" And the response is, "On his Discord. Thank you for the good news." But on another post right below that one, it says 5 months ago, he wrote on his community tab, "I'm back, new videos soon, love y'all," but since then, nothing. Another person writes, "I wonder if he got into some weird legal trouble. Sometimes I know things like this can happen. I know several angry people, like Venus Angelic's mom, threatening him a few times." Another post concerning Primik says, "It looks like he's only a kid, is that correct? Maybe his IRL was more important. It sucks when YouTubers disappear, but I can only imagine it's because of a life online has been more fulfilling than successfully making videos." Well, if he's born in the year 2000, he would be 22 as of now, so he may just be finishing up college. A response to that comment and concerning whether or not he is 22 years old and an adult, someone writes, "I don't know, man. Some of his videos mention that his parents took his wallet and keys and locked him in his room, assuming him and his brother are locked in their rooms. I think that is a doubt that they are 22. But he was happy now that he had gotten out of his house and said that he went to college. He probably got sued and got in major trouble. I hope he's okay and comes back soon. That poor kid. That's a bit of a strange one. I don't think Primik is at an age where he would be locked in his room with his wallet and his keys taken away by his parents. That seems a bit extreme, and I personally don't remember him ever posting anything like that. Other places that I've heard people talk about seeing him is when people are live streaming and he jumps into chats. Now, whether or not you can confirm this is the actual Primik is really up in the air. I think all you would see is an actual screen name, but if it is connected to the channel and it is a YouTube live stream, you could confirm it was him. One person known as the Beauty Demon says, I've seen him pop up in stream chats and I know he's active in areas of Discord. I have a feeling it's a combination of things being why he doesn't upload. 2020 wasn't kind to anyone, and I know he was a student. Another person kind of elaborates on the Venus Angelica situation, and if you don't know about that, that's when he covered the topic of Venus Angelica, who was a star who for a while did many photo shoots, went to Japan, and actually was very famous here for a bit, but her mom took so much control of her life that Venus Angelica had to run away and try to start her own life by herself. Unfortunately, it's very well known amongst the YouTube community that her mother is very aggressive with pursuing all sorts of legal lawsuits to get anything taken about her daughter offline, even to the point that she's even attacked her own daughter with legal stuff. One person says, I'm pretty sure he stopped posting because he's being sued by Venus Angelic's mom. That wouldn't stop you from posting on other subjects though, right? Another person says, who knows, burnout, school issues, family life issues, because of the pandemic, legal issues, a very real risk for a commentary channel, you never know. Here's a bit of input from myself. If I do remember correctly, Venus Angelic's mom does not live in America, and if she were to actually pursue some sort of legal case, she would have to do it across international borders. And an international lawyer isn't exactly something that comes cheap. In fact, lawyers in general are not free, and I think that's something we really need to realize as not only commenters, subscribers, and viewers, but as YouTubers in general. A lot of people always say, oh, I bet it's something legal they're facing, I bet they're having a lawsuit. But not everyone pursues a lawsuit, and sometimes all there is an angry letter from a lawyer, kind of like what Creepshow Art did, where she hired a lawyer to intimidate but never actually followed through with a lawsuit. This is actually pretty common and something that's used to try and make someone think they've done defamation of character when they actually haven't, because if your research is backed up and there is no slander or libel involved, you're fine to keep your stuff up on the internet, but you can still be intimidated by a lawyer. Some creators have even gone so far to say, as Primik making a new channel and calling it Sister Zhao, which you can see here.
He would start to build a very friendly and genuine community. You can tell by his YouTube comments on his recent video that his fans long for his return. Very few YouTubers can build a healthy relationship with their audience. With all these positive going to the Primink channel, what would be the reason he would decide not to upload for over a year? Many YouTubers who have made similar videos to this one believe Primik was sued in a lawsuit because he discussed other content creators' drama, or that he's still on YouTube but goes by a different name. In fact, many people think Primik is behind the channel called Sister Zio. Sister Zio makes similar content to Primik and somewhat of a similar editing style. Many people believe Sister Zio and Primik have a similar voice, but that's only if you're really trying to hear it. I can see maybe why you can come to this conclusion, but I think it's out the question. Like, why would Primik go to the length of creating an entirely new channel? This one is definitely a stretch and people just trying to grab anything they can. So do I believe any of these theories to be true? No, not at all.
So we have quite a few accounts of where Primik might be. Now, the last but not least is that a lot of people tend to agree that Primik is taking a break. Now, he's been on break for over a year now, and while that is not completely unheard of, for example, Corey x Kenshin has been on break for about 2 years before and come back. I myself, on my old Unrested channel, took a break for over 2 years when I opened a new school and just did not have the time for a channel. That is not completely unheard of. That is something that could be happening. He could be taking a long extended break. Plus, if you think about the fact that he would be 22 years old right now, that means he'd be finishing up college. If he's finishing up college, that's a little more important than taking care of a brand new YouTube channel. So that could also be very understandable. But I still want to open it up to you guys, the audience. What do you guys think's going on with Primik? Will he ever be coming back? Is it possible to take a 2-year break and come on back? He's lost about, I think about 100,000 subscribers during that time, which really isn't a lot if you think about having 1.04 million fans. So I don't think that's such a big deal. He could easily climb back on top. I really hope the whole lawsuit aspect isn't true at all, because lawsuits are not only stressful, but they can take away a lot of energy from you creating your own new content and making videos. So I do hope he's in the clear as far as that's concerned. And plus, I think it's kind of out there to believe that people would be pressing any sort of charges. It's very hard to take a YouTube video to court. We've seen that with the Matt Haas versus H3 video. It's not something that the court likes to take into consideration and really humor in any which way, because it's someone's opinion online, okay? It's not a stated fact or a legal document, unless it's absolutely disgusting slander like in the Cardi B Tasha K case. It's very hard to take a YouTube channel to court and press charges. On top of it, like I said, it's not free. You don't get lawyers pro bono for everything, especially when it comes to silly YouTube lawsuits. That said, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on this. Do you know Primik? Did you watch his videos before? What do you think happened to him? Will he come back? I'd love to hear it all in the comments down below. Until next time, I've been the Inksmith. I hope you have a great rest of the day.